everybody. Today I want to do a test on the MSR Whisperlite Stove. We're going to burn some automotive gasoline through it, which we have never done before. We've always used Coleman fuel through it. So today we want to test it out and see exactly how it burns in it. So let's get started. Okay, to begin with, guys, this is the MSR Whisperlite shaker. It's not the International. The only difference between the two is the International will actually burn kerosene in it. Now this stove, just the stove by itself, weighs exactly 15 ounces or 427 grams. And this is what you get in with the Whisperlite. Comes with the pump, which I have been asked before in a previous video if I've ever had any problems with the pump. And honestly, I have had no problems with this pump. The only thing I did have to do is replace an O-ring in it because it wouldn't shut off all the way. But that's the only problems I've ever had with the pump. And then it comes with the stove itself, which is this little unit right here. It's got 3 legs on it. All you do is just fold the legs out, just like so, and there it is. It also comes with a windscreen, and it comes with a little platform to set it on, just like so. So I'm going to fill these bottles up, one with automotive gasoline and one with Coleman fuel, and we do have another stove, and we're going to set both of them up and turn them on and see what happens. Okay guys, I'm going to put gasoline in here and I'm going to measure exactly how much I'm going to put in each bottle. That way I can tell if the gasoline burns more fuel or the Coleman fuel burns more. That's why I'm going to measure it. Just at the end of the burn, I'm going to measure the fuel again and see which fuel actually burns the fastest. So I'm going to put 8 ounces of just regular gasoline. It's like 89 octane. Which there's exactly 8 ounces of gasoline. I'll put that in this bottle. And I've already marked the bottles, gas. So I've got 8 ounces of automotive gas in that bottle. Then I'll do the same with the Coleman fuel. Okay, this is the Coleman fuel, and I've looked all over the carton on it, on the container, to see if it had any type of octane or whatever, but it doesn't really say, so I don't really know what the octane on the Coleman fuel is. But I'm going to put exactly 8 ounces of Coleman fuel into this bottle, which I've marked Coleman fuel on. So I've got 2 stoves, so next we'll hook them up and fire them up. Okay, basically all you do is take your pump and stick it down in the bottle just like so. Just screw it on. Get it firm. You don't have to put the death grip on it. Just get it nice and snug. And then this shaft right here, they say that you're supposed to lubricate it. So basically what I do is just take some spit, rub it on there, and then see the hole in the pump. It just goes right in that little hole right there. You push it in so it's nice and firm in there. And then this little lever right here goes around and it locks into your pump. So just like so, it snaps right in there like that, and that prevents the hose coming out. So there that is. Next step is we'll light these guys up. Okay, to light one of these things up, you basically just use this little pump, pump some pressure up just like you do a Coleman lantern, and you're just building pressure up inside this tank. Once you get pressure built up, this is your little valve. this little bowl right down here, if you can see this little bowl, you need to put a little bit of fuel in that and start that on fire. So what you do is basically get a little bit of fuel going in it, just a little, and then shut your valve off. And then you light that bowl and you do a burnout, is what I call it. Now this is the one with the gasoline, so I'm going to start it on fire here. If you've never done this before, it's a little scary because you're going to get a lot of flame going. But you basically have your valve off and you're burning the fuel off on that little bowl down there. And that's basically what it's doing, is heating the fuel in this pipe right here. And it's kind of what it's going to do is it's going to make your fuel come out into more of a mist. But this is the one with the gasoline. I can see right now the gasoline is putting off more soot. But once that little bowl, now you can see it starting to flame up there. Once the flame starts going down, then you turn your valve back on. Just like so. So I'm going to do the same thing with the Coleman fuel. I can already see that the flame is not throwing out as quite as much black soot as the gasoline does. You can start seeing the flame coming up there. I still got to burn some off down there yet though. And it is possible to get too much fuel down there, which I do all the time, and it just takes a little bit longer for it to burn off. But you can see now the flame is starting to move up towards the stove. Well, that's the one with the Coleman fuel. This is the one with the automotive gasoline. Okay guys, we're going to time these and see if one gets better fuel economy than the other. So right now it is 145 exactly. And we're just going to let them burn. I'm not going to boil any water or anything. We're just going to let them burn for a while and see what happens. Okay guys, it's exactly 2 o'clock. They've both been burning for exactly 15 minutes. We've been kind of messing with it, gauging it, and both of us had decided that I think the Coleman fuel burns a little hotter than the automotive fuel. If you look at the flame, this one's a little lighter blue, that one's a little darker blue. But I think we're going to run them for maybe 5 more minutes. We'll shut them off and then we'll measure the fuel in them and see exactly who's using the most fuel. Okay, we just shut them off. We ran both of them for 20 minutes. So we'll measure the fuel in each one of them and see which one burnt the most fuel. First one is the gasoline. Should have did that different. Okay, the gasoline shows I got 6 ounces. And it was at 8 ounces, so I burned exactly 2 ounces of gasoline. Okay, now we're going to do the Coleman fuel. We'll dump that in there. Wow, it's pretty stinking close. A little under 6. So this one burnt, the Coleman fuel burnt a little over 2 ounces. So there you have it, guys. Gasoline, Coleman fuel, they're pretty close to the same. We know now that the Whisperlite will burn gasoline, and like I say, the Coleman fuel, it burnt just a little bit more Coleman fuel than they did on the gasoline. So there's our test, guys. Thanks for watching.